Understanding How Your Brain Works. Unfuck Your Brain by G Harper is a book about how your brain works. It talks about different parts of the brain like the amygdala, prefrontal cortex, and hippocampus. These parts help us react to danger, make decisions, and remember things. The book also talks about the autonomic nervous system. This system helps us respond to stress. One part of it helps us get ready for action, and the other part helps us relax. Lastly, the book talks about neuroplasticity. This is the brain's ability to change and adapt. It shows us that we can change our habits and responses with effort and practice. This is a key part of improving our mental health and emotional well-being. Chapter 2. Traumas, Triggers, and Emotional Dysregulation. In the second part of Unfuck Your Brain, G Harper takes us on a deep dive into the stormy seas of trauma, stress, and emotional dysregulation. It's like a thrilling detective story where the culprits messing up our brain's wiring are finally unmasked. Imagine major incidents like accidents, abuse or loss, or even chronic stressors like workplace harassment or financial struggles as earthquakes shaking up your brain. They leave lasting marks, especially on areas like the amygdala, hippocampus, and prefrontal cortex. The amygdala, our brain's alarm system, goes into overdrive, keeping us on constant high alert. The hippocampus, our memory librarian, can shrink, making past traumas feel like they're happening right now. The prefrontal cortex, our decision-making captain, may lose control, leading to impulsive actions and clouded judgment. Next, we encounter triggers, sensory, emotional, or situational cues that stir up memories or feelings linked to past trauma. They're like hidden landmines, causing our brain to react with fight, flight, or freeze responses. The fight response is like a roaring lion, reacting with aggression or anger. The flight response is like a swift deer, avoiding the trigger by fleeing the situation. The freeze response is like a deer caught in headlights, feeling stuck or numb, unable to react. Understanding these responses is like finding a treasure map to start untangling the mess. The sympathetic nervous system, responsible for these reactions, releases stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, putting the body on red alert. But if this alert state continues without a break, it can lead to a host of mental and physical health issues. Recognizing how trauma and triggers work is the first step on the path to healing. It's like turning on a flashlight in a dark room, making emotional dysregulation more manageable. By understanding these concepts, individuals dealing with trauma can start to retrain their brains, turn down the volume of their alarm systems, and take steps toward reclaiming emotional stability. It's a journey of resilience and recovery, and you're the hero of your own story. Chapter 3. Practical Tools and Techniques for Emotional Regulation. In Unfuck Your Brain, G Harper hands you the keys to a treasure chest of practical techniques for emotional regulation. It's like a survival kit for your mental well-being, packed with strategies you can weave into your daily life. First up, we have grounding and mindfulness. Grounding is like an anchor, pulling you back to the present moment when anxiety or emotional storms hit. It's as simple as feeling your feet on the ground or noticing the texture of an object. Mindfulness is the perfect partner to grounding, helping you observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's like a gentle guide, leading you through your emotional landscape. Next, we have deep breathing. When stress or panic strikes, our body's fight or flight response kicks in, often leading to rapid, shallow breathing. Deep breathing is the antidote, stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system to promote calm and relaxation. It's like a soothing lullaby for your nervous system. Then there's progressive muscle relaxation, PMR. PMR is like a workout for your emotions, helping you tense and then relax different muscle groups. It not only eases physical tension, but also helps you recognize the difference between stress and calmness. Regular practice can lead to long-term reductions in stress and anxiety. Visualization is another powerful tool in the box. It involves creating vivid mental images that promote calmness and relaxation. Imagine a safe, peaceful place, a beach, forest, or your personal happy place. It's like a mental escape hatch, shifting your focus away from stressors and fostering relaxation. Finally, Harper emphasizes the role of self-care in maintaining emotional balance. It's the golden rule of mental health, a non-negotiable aspect of emotional regulation. So remember to take care of yourself. You're worth it. Chapter 4. Cognitive Behavioral Approaches for Mental Health. Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, CBT, is like your personal brain trainer, helping you flex your mental muscles and build emotional strength. It's all about understanding how your thoughts, emotions, and actions are connected in a mind-boggling dance. First up, we have cognitive distortions, those pesky negative thought patterns that sneak into our minds. They're like uninvited party crashers, distorting our perception of reality and causing emotional distress. But guess what? You have the power to show them the door. The next step is to challenge these thoughts. It's like a courtroom drama where you're the judge, examining the evidence for and against these thoughts. Are they based on facts or just assumptions and fears? More often than not, you'll find they're exaggerated or unfounded. Case dismissed, but it's not enough to just kick out the negative thoughts. You need to replace them with healthier cognitive habits. It's like swapping junk food with nutritious meals for your mind. Instead of thinking, I always mess up, you can reframe that thought to, I sometimes make mistakes, but I learn from them and improve. It's all about fostering a growth mindset and building emotional resilience. Developing these healthier habits involves regular self-reflection and mindfulness. It's like having a daily checkup with your mind, catching negative patterns early before they escalate. Tools like journaling and mindfulness exercises are your stethoscope and thermometer, helping you keep track of your mental health. Finally, practicing gratitude and positive visualization can significantly contribute to a healthier inner narrative. It's like putting on rose-colored glasses that also acknowledge the thorns. These practices don't ignore the challenges and difficulties, but provide a balanced perspective that recognizes both struggles and strengths. So, are you ready to hit the brain gym and become a mental health champion? Let's do this! Chapter 5. Establishing and Maintaining Healthy Boundaries. Imagine your mental health as a beautiful garden. Now, what does every garden need? That's right, a fence. That's what boundaries are. They're the fences that protect your mental garden, keeping it safe and blooming. First up, you need to identify your boundaries. It's like a treasure hunt where you dig deep into your feelings and values to find what makes you uncomfortable, stressed. These are the spots where you need to plant your fence posts. Next, you need to communicate your boundaries. It's like painting a do not disturb sign on your fence. Use I statements to express your needs and feelings. For example, I feel overwhelmed when work discussions continue after hours. I need to disconnect to recharge. Clear and direct communication ensures that everyone knows where your fence stands. Maintaining your boundaries is all about enforcement. If someone tries to climb over your fence, you need to be consistent in showing them the exit. This isn't about being harsh or rude, it's about respecting your own space and teaching others to do the same. When a boundary is crossed, it's time to handle the violation. It's like fixing a broken fence post. You need to address the issue calmly, reiterate your boundary, and take necessary actions, but also remember to listen to the other person's perspective. There might be times when you can move the fence post a little, but your well-being should always be the priority. Remember, boundaries are not static. They can evolve as your needs and circumstances change. It's like adjusting your fence to accommodate new plants or features in your garden. Regularly assess and adjust your boundaries to ensure they continue to protect your mental and emotional health. In a nutshell, establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries is like building and maintaining a fence around your mental garden. It involves identifying your personal limits, communicating them effectively, enforcing them consistently, and handling violations with firmness and compassion. By investing in healthy boundaries, you're investing in a beautiful, blooming garden of mental health, stronger relationships, and a more empowered and fulfilled life. Chapter 6. Building Healthy Relationships, Communication Skills and Emotional Intelligence. In Unfuck Your Brain, Faith G Harper gives you the tools to build and maintain healthy relationships. It's like a DIY guide for your social life. First up, we have effective communication. It's not just about talking, but also listening, understanding, and responding. It's like a two-way street where both sides need to give way for a smooth ride. Next, we have empathy. It's about understanding and sharing the feelings of others. It's like stepping into someone else's shoes before responding. This approach can soften conflicts and bring clarity to emotions. Then there's assertiveness. It's about expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs openly and respectfully, without stepping on others' toes. Harper suggests using I statements, egg, I feel, or I need, to communicate personal needs without blaming or accusing others. Conflict resolution is another key skill. Conflicts are like potholes on the road, but how we approach and resolve them can make all the difference. Harper suggests techniques like staying calm, focusing on the issue, and seeking solutions that satisfy everyone. For ongoing relationship maintenance, Harper recommends regular check-ins and discussions. It's like regular servicing for your car, helping to identify issues early before they become big problems. She also highlights the value of mutual appreciation, which reinforces positive interactions and builds a sense of partnership. In a nutshell, building healthy relationships is like maintaining a well-oiled machine. It involves effective communication, empathy, assertiveness, conflict resolution, and regular check-ins. By investing in these skills, you're setting yourself up for a smoother ride on the road of life. Chapter 7. Unfuck Your Brain Review. In Unfuck Your Brain, Faith G. Harper is like your tour guide, helping you navigate the path to improved mental health. This final chapter is like a bridge, connecting all the lessons you've learned into a plan for long-term well-being. First, Harper recaps the key concepts and strategies from the book. She reminds you of the basics of how your brain works, the impact of trauma and triggers, and the tools you can use to manage your mental health. It's like a highlight reel of the most important lessons. Next, she emphasizes the power of cognitive behavioral approaches. It's about identifying unhelpful thought patterns and replacing them with healthier ones. Combined with setting healthy boundaries, these skills help protect your mental space and respect others' limits. But the journey doesn't stop there. Harper stresses the importance of ongoing practice and self-assessment. Change doesn't happen overnight. It requires continuous effort and engagement. It's like going to the gym for your mind, building resilience and adaptability. Harper also highlights the importance of seeking professional help when needed. Mental health is a complex field, and sometimes you need a helping hand. It's a sign of strength and commitment to your well-being. Finally, the chapter ends with an empowering message of ongoing personal growth. Mental health isn't a destination, but a lifelong journey. Embrace the changes, apply the strategies you've learned, and remember that setbacks are just opportunities for growth. In summary, Unfuck Your Brain is your roadmap to lasting mental health improvement. It involves practicing the techniques, assessing your progress, seeking guidance, and embracing personal growth. The road may be challenging, but it's one worth traveling for a healthier, more balanced life. So, are you ready to start your journey?